and it's really my wife's blog, but I post on there too, and we're always putting updates on the stories on there continually.
Great. We'll grab some of the info off that and post it in the article we're writing. Have you posted this information there yet?
I believe we have. We're continually putting updates on the page, so I think everything I said in the show today, you can go back on the blog and read.
Kurt Haskell, great job, my friend. God bless you. We'll talk to you again soon.
Anytime, Alex. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on. There goes Kurt Haskell. We'll be right back with a brief news blitz, and then Debra Medina, scheduled to be live on air with us one day ahead of the historic gubernatorial debate.
Thomas Jefferson once said, "When the people fear their government, there is tyranny. When the government fears the people, there is liberty." Our God-given right to life and liberty and the right to determine what is best for our lives and our family's health are in jeopardy. If we the people do not diligently assert these rights, they may be taken away and lost forever. Utopia Silver is known for fighting for health freedom, and we will not meekly allow ourselves to be led as lambs to the slaughter. Sitting passively by and accepting the chains of slavery that are being placed on America is not an option. Please stand with Utopia Silver in this fight. Utopia Silver carries some of the most effective colloidal silver products on the market and numerous other high-quality health supplements. Visit us today at utopiasilver.com. That's UTOPIA, utopiasilver.com. Or call us today at 1-888-213-4338. 1-888-213-4338.
Hundreds of nations have fallen to tyranny in the last century alone. This is our last chance to not relive history.
As we're finishing off this agenda, they'll be pulling the rug from underneath Americans at home.
They have tremendous influence on our president and Congress, and they really are calling the shots.
I think it's incumbent upon all of us as American citizens to pay attention.
Fall of the Republic identifies the enemies of our nation, the criminal offshore cartel, hell-bent on destroying sovereignty, and on its ashes constructing world government.
Tim Geithner, Bernanke, they're arsonists. They're asking for more matches. And the Congress is saying, who do we make the check out to?
Today, it seems like nobody does care. And right now in Washington, D.C., we have seen a fall of the Republic.
Get your copy of Fall of the Republic on DVD at Infowars.com or watch it online right now in super high quality at prisonplanet.tv.
On the average, Americans work between 45 to 50 years, hoping to build up enough wealth to retire and live out their golden years. Unfortunately, with taxation, the rising cost of food, energy, housing, and medical, many retirees are forced to live below the poverty line. Is this a flaw-free enterprise, or is our monetary unit we call the Federal Reserve Note forcing us into perpetual debt, ensuring inflation and higher taxes? These questions and more can be answered by reading G. Edward Griffin's book, The Creature from Jekyll Island. Congressman Ron Paul states it's what every American needs to know about central bank power, a gripping adventure into the secret world of international banking cartel. Hi, this is Ted Anderson. I will give a silver dollar from the early 1900s to anyone who purchases this book. Call 1-800-686-2237 and order a copy today. It's critical that the public be made aware of the system. Call and order your copy today at 1-800-686-2237. That's 1-800-686-2237.
AirandAqua.com is your one-stop shop for some of the most affordable air and water purification systems available on the market today. AirandAqua.com knows exactly what doesn't belong in our air and our water, and they know exactly how to help you rid your home or office of these harmful toxins. Did you know that your skin actually absorbs more chlorine while you shower than from the water you drink? AirandAqua.com can help you eliminate dangerous chlorine from your water. AirandAqua.com carries atmospheric water generators, glass water bottles, chlorine-reducing shower filters, air purifiers, water ionizers, filters that remove up to 95% of the fluoride in your water, whole house water purification systems, solar-powered lawn and garden products, water testing kits, and more. Visit AirandAqua.com. That's Air and AQUA Aqua.com. Or call 1-866-380-2782. That's 1-866-380-2782. AirandAqua.com. Purify your life today.
radio. This is starting to be an everyday occurrence where I'm like, during the breaks on radio shows. I did Russia Today last night on the Davos Bilderberg group situation going on. You know, they say no rest for the wicked, but I don't feel very wicked. I feel like a pretty good guy. And I'm like, there's no rest because I morally have to take almost every opportunity I've got to expose these people. On the news front, we do have Debra Medina coming up, and I know she's very busy, so let's try to call her about 28 after. I want to try to get on her on as early as possible when we come back, because I want to talk to her during the break so I can find out exactly what she thinks is most important for me to bring up. And I do have with our new Twitter account, now we have the Infowars newsfeed Twitter, Infowars Stories. We have the Prison Planet. That's the name of the Twitter. You know, Twitter, www.twitter.com/Infowars Stories /Prison Planet. We've got those two. Now we have the Twitter /Real Alex Jones that, 500 people have signed up in 45 minutes? That's pretty neat. But we are making an attempt to actually use this, and for me to use it at night, and for me to, really, really get involved with it, and really, because I'm beginning to realize the power of it. That's why the CIA, the evidence shows, and the State Department admits they fund it and they give Twitter special treatment, because the government wants to use this, like in Iran, because they can coordinate and get flash mobs going and do what they want. But so we need to invade Twitter, which we've already done, obviously, with all the other fan accounts, but we need to invade Twitter. Because if we really use it for what it's meant to do, but back against the New World Order, I mean, I can be, when we have 50,000, 100,000 members in a few months, I could be at a protest or at a news story, or I could be somewhere doing an interview, and if we get in trouble or something's happening, I could fire a Twitter out, and we've got so many listeners that there'll be people down the block that can respond with video cameras. And also I'm going to have my staff, which they're doing now, looking at the Twitter, giving us stories, giving us ideas, giving us information. So the Real Alex Jones. So again, ladies and absolutely, we'll come in here and give them the full address, okay? It's twitter.com/Real Alex Jones. Twitter.com/Real Alex Jones. And I'll have that committed to memory very, very soon. You were going to say something else, Matt Ryan?
Oh, yes, just mentioning basically during the break, we've got a lot of things going on. I'll give you kind of a behind-the-scenes look at what goes into the show. I know a lot of stuff goes on during the commercials. A lot of people don't get to see, so this Twitter is a way you can kind of find out what's going on during this crazy show sometimes. But it's twitter.com/Real Alex Jones. Also, if you wanted to keep up with the stories, also going out on Infowars.com, PrisonPlanet.com, it's twitter.com/Infowars Stories for Infowars. And for Prison Planet, it's twitter.com/Prison Planet.
Okay, thank you so much. I just plug it on Dallas radio, too. So, oh boy. I'll tell you. I wanted to point something out. Ford isn't a perfect corporation, to say the least. But they're the only company that didn't take banker bailout money. The only big one. And they're the only ones still actually building plants on a routine basis here in the U.S. Remember, billions and billions of the over $50 billion total paid out to several big automakers, billions of that went to move whole plants to Brazil, Eastern Europe, Russia, and China. That's the New World Order. Just like Puchari, the head of the IPCC, a multi-$100 million deal that he profited from, he owns it, part of it, to move steel mills from England to India. The same system. See, that's what globalism is. It's not just taxing you. It's that they get to decide who gets to operate, who gets to have a business.